Welcome to our special coverage of the aftermath of the U.S. election. As Donald Trump reclaims the White House, the world watches with bated breath. His promise to withdraw from the Paris Climate Agreement is once again sending shockwaves through the international community. Meanwhile, the appointment of Susie Wiles as White House Chief of Staff signals a new era in American politics. With key positions yet to be filled and Trump's divisive decisions looming, the United States stands at crossroads, and the global stage braces for the ripple effects of these seismic shifts in U.S. policy.
We can fix every single problem our country faces and lead America, and indeed the whole world. USA! This is a magnificent victory for the American people. Promises made, promises kept. We're going to keep our promises. Nothing will stop me from keeping my word to you, the people. We will make America safe, strong, prosperous, powerful, and free again.
As the U.S. prepares for another Trump administration, the world has been closely watching his views on climate change. Following the footsteps of his first term, the president-elect has announced his intention to withdraw from the Paris Agreement, the global accord that commits nations to combating climate change. Under the 2015 Paris Climate Agreement, the U.S. had committed to reducing its greenhouse gas emissions by 26 to 28% below 2005 levels by 2025. However, former President Donald Trump, during his first term, made clear his intention to withdraw the United States from the accord, a move he officially announced in 2017. His allies are now considering whether Trump could also pull the country out of the underlying treaty that allows participation in global climate negotiations, potentially complicating future efforts for the U.S. to rejoin the agreement, as it could require Senate approval.
Hello, beautiful, beautiful North Carolina.
In his first announcement since winning Tuesday's election, Trump has appointed Susie Wiles to be his White House Chief of Staff, making her the first woman to serve in the position. Announcing his decision on Thursday, Trump said Wiles is tough, smart, innovative, and is universally admired and respected. The 67-year-old will become the first woman to serve in the post when she assumes the role as the president's closest advisor in January. COP29 is a global climate summit where diplomats and leaders gather to negotiate actions on climate change. New York Times reported that the meeting comes on the heels of Donald Trump's election victory, which could derail U.S. climate efforts as he vows to roll back environmental regulations and withdraw from the Paris Agreement. The shift could diminish global momentum on reducing emissions. With extreme weather events exacerbating the climate crisis, the summit faces challenges from geopolitical tensions, including the ongoing wars in Ukraine and the Middle East, which complicate international cooperation and financial commitments needed for the energy transition. Nikki Haley, former U.S. ambassador to the UN under Donald Trump, has responded to Trump announcing that neither she nor ex-Secretary of State Mike Pompeo would join his next cabinet. The Newsweek reported that Trump made the declaration on Truth Social, expressing gratitude for their past service, but emphasizing that they would not be part of the new administration. Haley, who ran against Trump in the 2024 GOP primary, wished him and his team great success in the coming years. However, her exclusion followed critiques from Trump ally Roger Stone, who accused her and Pompeo of being niños or neocons that undermine Trump's America First agenda. And as Trump gears up for his second term in the White House, the wheels of his new administration are already in motion. His first key move, the historic appointment of Susie Wiles as White House Chief of Staff, ushers in a bold shift in U.S. policy, which could affect everything from climate change to the global economy. The stage is set for a dramatic transition as Trump prepares to reshape his nation's future.
As Donald Trump prepares to return to the White House, his transition team is swiftly assembling a new administration that promises to reshape American policy.
Thank you very much.
The president-elect has already made his first key appointment, naming Susan Summerall Wiles as White House Chief of Staff, marking a historic first of a woman in this role. Trump's policy agenda is taking shape with plans to withdraw from the Paris Climate Agreement and boost domestic oil and gas production. He's vowed to dismantle the Inflation Production Act, potentially impacting electric vehicle initiatives. On immigration, Trump has reiterated his promise to implement mass deportations of undocumented immigrants. To stimulate economic growth, Trump plans to cut taxes and reduce business regulations. He's proposed extending the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, lowering corporate taxes, and eliminating various taxes on wages and Social Security benefits. The president-elect's approach to Ukraine remains a point of interest, with Trump claiming he can swiftly end the war. However, his methods remain unclear, raising concerns about potential changes in U.S. support for Ukraine. As the transition unfolds, Trump's team is focused on avoiding the chaotic start of his first term, aiming for a more organized and effective launch to his second presidency. The coming weeks will likely reveal more appointments and policy details, shaping the direction of Trump's return to power.
For more analysis, we're now joined by Dr. Ashraf Singer from California and Dr. Domit Kamel, President of the Global Environment Party from Beirut. Welcome to both of you, and I'll start with Dr. Singer. Sir, how will Trump's withdrawal from the Paris Climate Agreement affect future international treaties?
Of course, going to affect, in terms of the collective action among Europe and United States and other international players. They were hoping to reach to what we call, the maximum of that goal to protect the climate changes. Climate change really affected, the United States now more than other countries now. But in terms of Trump, the new order or a new executive order gonna to take it right away after he came to he is controlling, the office, gonna to withdraw from Paris, climate agreement. This is really disaster. The reason for that, it's domestic politics play a role here. Mining, finding, natural gas and exporting, and that business really affects some states here in the United States. And because of he got that popular vote, definitely he does need to rewards his people here domestically. So probably gonna to put some restriction on exporting, the natural gas outside of the U.S. Second, keeping, digging and working on mining and finding, that oil, natural resource. And this was a big, major obstacle of Biden administration because they stopped, all that kind of activities. Of course, hurt some families in the United States. But Trump now has a new path to execute his foreign policy. So this is first. Second, Trump sees China, India, they are free riders in the United States. Their consumption of the, the oil or the natural gas and they were increasing, their mass productions that really hurt the climate. So he needs to stop that from the point that United States shouldn't be like the only country committed to do its best, but the other guys they are not committed to do their best. So this is the problem of free rider. We try to translate any decision for Donald Trump. It's about how to understand uh, the point of a free rider, and Trump need to punish the free rider guy, either in NATO sharing military spending or climate protections, because both of these guys, the Europeans, China, India, they were and are violating the United States from his point of view.
Definitely. Dr. Kamel, how might Trump's re-election impact global efforts to address climate change, particularly when it comes to his previous withdrawal from the Paris Agreement?
الو نعم الرئيس الامريكي دونالد ترامب انتخب وعنده مشروع سياسي
was elected and has a project election and has all of details in scientific and no doubt that he has know everything about conferences. 27 and 87 conference was failed, and it is not a scientific conference, and this is for another countries, and the United States has plans as a prestigious country to save the environment, and has rules and strategies from the half of last century. And in 1993, they have some researches and studies. The important organizations has the situation with Donald Trump, and there is no doubt that the resolution was decided with Donald Trump, and now the American people doesn't elected. And this strategy, we cannot put rules on one or two countries, and all other countries has no willing to aim in this. And they spoke about a lot of things, and there is no improvement of this, and no doubt that what's happening in the world now, because they has no specific strategies, and every country doing with no intention, and drop all of things in the waters, in seas, oceans, and also destruction of fruits. And USA is a resilient country, and do these decisions to USACs, and this doesn't scientific matters, and these American companies paid a lot of money, because the countries cannot know their duties, and they continue to pollute these areas. And there is and the world now needs to needs to international strategy without anything regarding environment security with all securities. We need strategies to the environment. The whole country needs to eligible with this to the USA to do these plans.
Yes, sir, I get your point, and I would move back to Dr. Singer. Dr. Singer, what impact will Susie Wales's appointment as White House Chief of Staff have on the U.S. foreign policy, in your own opinion?
This is a very, very, very good question. We need to know exactly what is the expecting role of Susie in the White House. The office of the Chief of Staff is very crucial, play a crucial role for the president, for the
Yes.
administration. First, overseeing policy development daily, giving him what is type of operation and staff activities, and reporting to the president right away. This person, he or she should has a high level of trust and confidence. It's clear that Susie read Trump clearly. She knew exactly what gonna to drive Trump crazy or drive Trump quietly. So, in one of her job, to ensure to the president agenda effectively communicated and implemented to. So this is not easy job. Try to be very close to the Congress members, either Republican Party or Democratic Party, with also the senator members. Also, she should be the focal point at the bridge between the president and all agencies in White House, Homeland Security, State Department, National Security Council, all the branches to ensure that the decision by Trump will move smoothly
Smoothly.
to reach the end of each department, and she gonna to follow up this executive order or this decision or uh, in just to make sure that the president what he wrote, what he is ordering is moving clearly to everybody in the staff. But one of the major dilemma that Trump had in the first administration, that the team around him, they were not happy with him, and this is why most people, had resigned. They didn't really speak well about Trump. So Trump actually got hurt a lot from people.
And if you
he,
see the way
he
he
appointed
described
him.
her, Dr. Singer, he described her as very intelligent, very dynamic, but also universally accepted, or that she enjoys universal consensus. So I guess he was sending the message that it was not only how he sees her, but how the world views someone like Susie Welles.
This is a good point. But Susie Walls is still not really recognized globally. Only Trump recognized her for two or three reasons. I can give you these reasons. First, she is very quiet. She is low profile, and the most important, she helped Trump campaign to secure Florida to vote for Republican. And
Good point.
this is a good point for Donald Trump. Second, because as Trump claimed many times that she is so smart, she's quiet. Every time was inviting behind, the scenes. She doesn't, to be in front of the conventions and the people. And this is really matching with Trump type. Trump doesn't like people to challenge him. He
Okay.
needs everybody around him to confirm any decision by Trump is correct.
I get
He
this
doesn't
point.
like
Yes.
anybody challenge Trump this stage.
Dr. Kamel, what diplomatic challenges could the U.S. face in future climate negotiations, given its fluctuating stance on international climate accords?
اولا اليوم التحديات
Today, the challenges in climate change is risky, specifically the reasons that lead to this situation and will exacerbated in the future in a dangerous way. Now, conferences between the first conference and today, the using of gas it is exerted, and when between the conferences we're using the fossil fuels. Uh, 1.100, and now we see there's an increase in using, and we know this conference doesn't make any solutions in the climate change. Fossil fuels using, it is not important, and now we're trying to needs to increase the fossil fuels in the coming 10 years, and now demonstrated companies and gas companies now the trade matters doesn't allow to decrease this cost, and we will continue as we in the future and past and present regarding the high temperature. Now we say in this users in
I get your point, sir. I get it. I get it, sir. I would go back to Dr. Singer. How might other key appointments in the new administration shape America's global relations?
Oh, this is a very very crucial point for Donald Trump. You know why? If I start to think about one of his potential member in his cabinet, Michael Rubio, that guy, Marco Rubio, Secretary of State. Wow. Uh, Unfortunately, that guy is not really, uh, reflecting a warm feeling towards Arabs. We have to understand that. So that guy is going to be crucial and hard to send his messages of the new administration to the Middle East. So this is the first one. Uh, Second one, Mark Green, and that guy is also tough as a homeland security. Tough in what? In illegal immigrants who enter the United States. Uh, his policy or his philosophy to ensure that he does need to kick every immigrant, either enter the United States legal or illegal. So illegal, I understand, but legally, probably they gonna to find any error in their application, in their performance. They committed like a traffic violation, only traffic violation. So gonna to deport these guys out of United States because this is one of the major policy for Donald Trump. The third guy, but actually there is a problem of conflict of interest, who is Elon Musk. Elon Musk, who appointed him as a secretary or as a secretary of taking care of the White House business or at the state business. I think this is one of the major conflict between Elon Musk as a businessman with the government because Elon Musk already
Makes
he
sense,
had
Dr. Ashraf, because Trump himself had a business background. He was a businessman before becoming president, and Elon Musk was one of his main supporters during the campaign, the election campaign. So it makes
Sure.
sense.
But Elon Musk already made some contract with the government, with billions of. So bring me Elon Musk to be part of the government is not really right because of conflict of interest. And keep in your mind, in future, and this is my perspective, uh, many Congress members, Republican Congress members, Republican,
Yes.
but they are not Trumpians. So they are not really supporting Trump in every issue.
I get your
They're gonna to
point.
stop in,
Yes,
in, in,
I
in
get your
different
point.
issues. So it's
I
not
get.
easy job for Trump. Even he has a red wave.
Yes. Well, that was Dr. Ashraf Singer from California and Dr. Domit Kamel, president of the Global Environment Party from Beirut. Thank you very much, both of you, for your insights. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of our special coverage. Don't forget to follow Q News on YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok at QNews EG to stay informed. And for real-time updates, connect with us on the UMS digital platform. Watch it. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more updates here on Q News.